Hi, everyone. Welcome back to VCTV, which is the Venture Capital TV from LATOKEN. Myself, Sunny Mohanty. I'm the Regional Director of LATOKEN based here in Singapore, and I host VCTV. Today, we are back on Thursday to discuss about NFT investments and insights. The co-founder of Band Royalty, Barnaby. Yay!
Hey, great to see you again, Sunny. Thanks for having me today. It's great to be with you all. And it's exciting to be talking about NFTs. Obviously, that's a big part of my life. We've just recently launched our NFT platform, Band Royalty. We'll be talking about that later today, but we're also going to be discussing just generally the NFT industry. So it's really great to be here.
Awesome. Welcome back, Barnaby. I mean, we had Noble before from Band Royalty representing on this Thursday NFT sessions on VCTV. We had awesome, great time with Noble, understanding the market itself, but everything about NFT, how the market is evolving, and what are the new stuff coming in the market as well. So, before I jump into the questions, I just want to have a quick round of intro about your background, in the industry. Over to you, Barnaby.
Yeah, thanks, Sunny. So I've been in technology as a technologist, as an innovator, as an entrepreneur for over 25 years. I started in the early 90s, and then from 95, when the web first began, when there were I was building some of the very first websites. As you can tell, I have an accent, so I'm from Australia. And it was a very exciting time. It was always been an exciting time, actually. So I love that innovation. I always loved that there was no courses for me to go and learn anything. I was always at that bleeding edge of where things were. And I was most fascinated by e-commerce, by commerce in this new digital frontier. And so that's where I really focused all my energies and efforts for the last 25 years, which naturally led me into blockchain. And so I find blockchain to be the most fascinating of all because it's decentralized. And so I started looking at Bitcoin back in 2011. And from there, I just got more and more fascinated with it. And I started, basically developing projects and platforms in the last 6 or so years. So since that time, I've made it my entire life, really. And it's been a lot of fun. So that's my background.
Fantastic. Wow. What a background and what a wide range of experience, all the way from crypto, blockchain to NFTs. Barnaby, thank you so much for that introduction. So today we're talking about NFTs. We know that you've spoken about it many times, but still people do not understand what are NFTs, what are non-fungible tokens, how are they different from normal cryptocurrencies or a Bitcoin for that matter. So let's just start with a definition and the difference between an NFT and a fungible token. Over to you, Barnaby.
Well, yeah, so some people might be thinking things like, oh, is this NFT just like a flash in the pan, like the flavor of the month, something like that. So let's look at this historically. Well, firstly, the first cryptographically secure, NFTs came out in 2014. So that's like 7-8 years ago. So the tech has been around, and then we can't really say that's when the tech was first shown. However, the very first building of them properly for the marketplace was at the end of 2017 with CryptoKitties. So that's 3.5 years ago. So there's actually been active markets, trading markets of NFTs for 3.5 years. But let's go back actually even further, because the NFT stands for non-fungible token. That means that all the other tokens are all fungible tokens. The funny thing is, well, not funny, but the thing is that people haven't heard this term fungible. They think what is this fungible? They don't even, I think, like an MP3, people just bandy around this word MP3 for music file. They know it's a music file, but they don't even know what MP3 stands for. Nowadays, they won't know what NFT stands for. They're just like, oh, it's that digital piece of art. But really what it breaks down to is that there can only be two kinds of tokens. Fungible tokens and non-fungible tokens. And people have been dealing with this for hundreds or thousands of years, actually. So there've been non-fungible tokens all the way along. Anything that you couldn't actually break apart, anything that was not divisible, anything that was unique. So if it's a unique item that is non-divisible, that accrues value, that's an NFT. And so people have been trying for decades to actually create a digital representation of this. This is not a new thing. There's been so much effort, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars have been spent trying to develop the technology behind an NFT. And it took all those decades to be able to make that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great start. It's been there for a while. It's just, getting matured with the cryptocurrency market and the getting mature, and that's why NFTs have come into light as well. On that note, so basically, Barnaby, if you remember back in the days, we had ICOs, right? Remember the initial coin offerings. So the NFTs, do you think NFTs, like ICOs are nothing, as you know, the IOs on an exchange is a way to fundraise, token sale, or by issuing your tokens. So do you think is NFT an alternative of investment? NFTs a lot, I think a lot like the initial coin offering craze. In fact, that all ICOs sounded great back in the day, but plenty turned out to be scams. So this doesn't mean that almost all NFTs are scams as well, right? So it's good to remember that when hype delivers this amount of money, there are many incentives to convince innocent people to risk too much money as well. So how people differentiate between NFT to invest in as opposed to a scam? And before that, first of all, is NFT an alternative of investment?
Well, clearly it's an alternative form of investment, but but how I just want to qualify, we can't be really giving any financial advice here. So that's not what we're doing. We're just talking about these different financial instruments. And, the fact that, there are actually probably hundreds of thousands, if not already millions of people now investing. What are they doing? They're trading. They're buying an NFT, typically using cryptocurrency, usually using Ethereum. That's the most commonly formed. So they're taking Ethereum. Now, we have to ask the question, is Ethereum an alternative investment vehicle? Because most people in the world, they're not buying and trading Ethereum. Very few people are actually. Of the billions of people in the world, only millions are dealing with Ethereum. And yet it's grown to be, this hundreds of billions of dollar, investment segment. So, so you have the whole cryptocurrency market. So the thing is, it began when crypto began, people thought it was, just a fad, but that was 12 years ago. And then in that time, it's shown itself to grow into a real marketplace. And Ethereum carved out its own marketplace as a trading area just for the Ethereum tokens. And then on the back of Ethereum, people could build the ICOs. Like you're saying, they could build any token. And now the next technology is the NFT that they were able to build. And so because somebody can create an NFT using that technology, and they can apply digital art or any kind of representation of music, of film, of video, of all sorts of things. People are trading them. And there are heaps of examples. You've got people are trading NFTs in the millions of dollars. I know that sounds crazy, but there actually are case studies. Like what we've got here is the Beeple is the claim to fame of his $69 million NFT. That's amazing. And then, of course, that was the highest selling actually piece of art, apparently, in the world. And then you've got many of the crypto punks, selling, some of them were over $7 million. So a crypto punk with these 10,000 tiny little pictures, 10,000 of them that were released for free. They were released for free back in 2017.
Wow.
And so how does something go from being free to there's only 10,000? And now it's trading, some of them, only a few, trading for over $7.5 million. So that means that there was enough trading. That means they started off at trading for 1 cent. That's what would have happened at the beginning, 1 cent trading them. And then it built up. So what happens then is people start wondering, they go, oh, does that mean that every NFT I get that I buy now for 1 cent, could it be one day worth $7 million? No. It could happen, but we can't say.
But we can't guarantee, or we can't say. This is, again, we are not giving any sort of financial advice here to anyone.
But to basically answer your question, because of those examples, and I know many people, including myself, we have bought NFTs and sold them and made a profit. So is that a viable alternative investment? You need to answer that for yourself. You just need to look into the stats. You go, there clearly are. Okay, there are trading markets of NFTs in the hundreds of millions every day. So have a look at that and ask yourself, is that an alternative form of investment? Because clearly people are doing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you just mentioned that you bought NFTs, you made profits. So what are the factors to consider before investing into an NFT?
Well, you really need to understand the reputation of what you're buying into. So that's really the key here. So even possibly more so, let's say you were talking before about other crypto projects and what you'd be looking at. With the crypto projects, you need to know about like the team behind it and the technology behind it, and will it actually work? Do they have a viable product that you can test and play with and use? That's how. There's many factors like around a normal crypto project. With the NFT, it's primarily based around the reputation of the issuing entity. So who's issuing the NFT? It may actually have additional functionality, but very few NFTs in the marketplace actually have any functionality. Very few of them. They're purely you just buying it just because of the brand, of the name, of the endorsement around the NFT. It has almost all of them, 99.9% have no functionality. That's when we talked about banned royalty. We'll see that's what we've done, added some functionality to it. So that's very cool. That's why what we're so passionate about. But basically, when you're looking at it, you need to understand who's issuing the NFT and how many NFTs have they actually issued for that particular series, because it's the capping on it. It's the limited edition, and have they been able to have a good quality reputation so that they maintain that. It's not, imagine if somebody said, oh, I'm only ever launching, 1,000 of these NFTs. And then, a month later, they issue another 1,000 of that same type. You're like, because it's the limited edition. It's because there's only 3,000 of them. If there's only 3,000 and you get the lower mint number. So you want to be looking at the reason why Beeple succeeded so much with his $69 million NFT is because he has such a big reputation. That's the key. It's like you look at the company or the individual issuing it. You examine that, and you look at the community. How much community do they have? How many Twitter followers? How many Telegram? Are people talking about it? Is there trading around it? And then you look at the segment of what the industry is actually participating inside the NFT ecosystem and marketplace. So those are the key things to look at.
I mean, those are the points to look at. Amazing point. I mean, these are the key points and the points to look at. Very rightly said, Manibi. I mean, obviously, they are limited supply, and somebody is issuing NFT every month. That's a red flag to consider. That's, very rightly said. Great. So we covered what is an NFT, and if it's an investment vehicle, which it is, and how to what factors to consider before investing. And where can we buy them? What are the safe marketplaces that we have? Like some of the marketplaces which are very popular, and we know of OpenSea. We have OpenSea. We have Rarible as well. Anything else you can think of, Barnaby, about the safe marketplaces?
They're some of the biggest in the world. Basically, those ones. Because there actually are even other blockchains that are issuing them. So when you're asking about that, I'd have to also mention that there's you have blockchain protocols. Ethereum is the main one. Then you actually have others that are like Wax. Wax is a blockchain that was developed just for NFTs, basically, and it's a copy of EOS. So they took EOS, which is a major cryptocurrency, and they turned it into an NFT one. And there's a marketplace. There's a few marketplaces there. One of the biggest ones is called Atomic Hub. So you actually have, but in Ethereum, which is the biggest area for it, you're looking at like OpenSea and Rarible. They're some of the biggest. They're fully open. Anybody can create an NFT. So that's why it's also exploded so much. Is it's very easy for someone to go and make an NFT and put it there, put it up for sale. And so you could make one up and put it up there in no time. But then what is the reputation behind it? And so that's why there's so much trading going on those places, because people can. That's the quality of. What makes one of these NFTs very appealing is that you can move it around between your wallet and different marketplaces. You don't have to keep it only on OpenSea. You can move it from back to your wallet and then into a different marketplace. That makes it very cool. That's why you've got something that's a value here, because it's transactable and mobile. You're in control of it.
Talking about marketplaces, talking about safe marketplaces, we have a big announcement to make. It's called LATOKEN Marketplace. LATOKEN NFT Marketplace, by the way. So today we'll have a sneak peek of what is cooking in the kitchen of LATOKEN. A major announcement and launch is coming up in the next few weeks for all the viewers and NFT lovers, artists, designers, and investors. Yes, we are launching our NFT marketplace. Find real NFTs from verified artists and bid on a secure platform that you are confident with. Yes, I'm referring to LATOKEN. So today, only you audience have the privilege to be the first one to witness. So we're going to share the screen and show and take you through the platform itself. Okay, get set, go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and take you through the platform. Okay, sure, there you go. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So, Barnaby, what do you see?
I see the demo of the platform that you've put together. This is the example of how I've been, obviously we've been working together for quite a while now, Sunny, and you've been getting everything set up to present as the, so what we see here is we see an auction system where you can bid with Ethereum on the side there, the large purple button, or you could just buy it outright. So it says bid 1.5 ETH or buy. You've got a timer up there. You've got the current price of 1.28 Ethereum. You've got a description. You've got an image there representing the NFT. So that's basically, you're looking at all the key elements of an NFT auction system. How many days are left and timing, the previous bids that have gone on. So there we have it.
So it's the band royalty NFT auction. For all the viewers, you can see how many bids in total have been made for the NFTs. We have 3 bids in total: 1.28 ETH, 1.2 ETH, and 1 ETH. The value of the NFT is 1.2 ETH, as rightly Barnaby said. I'm going to do a bid as well. Can I do it?
Yes, you could. Yes. Now, I did just want to say this is just a demo. That's actually that photo there. That's actually not one of our NFTs. It's one of some of our artwork. But when you actually come and look at the when we do at the actual launch of the band royalty NFT in this auction system, it'll be a different image. So everybody just understand that part about it. But everything else you're seeing there is great. It looks like it's fully functional and getting very close to launch, Sunny. It's very exciting.
Yes. So let me put a bid. Okay, 1.5 ETH. I agree. So you have to click on this button which says I agree to the terms and conditions. I don't want to buy now for 10 ETS. I do not have that balance. But I'm going to bid for 1.5 ETH.
And look at that.
Look at that. Yay! So one of the runner-up, 82361567, and that's me.
That's you.
Yes. So all the viewers, again, I want to tell you, this is the great news from LATOKEN NFT Marketplace. So we are launching band royalty NFT for the first time on our marketplace. Please feel free to reach out to me if you want to auction your NFT as well. So that said, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just go back to our discussion.
It's very exciting, Sunny. That's a great. I know how much effort has gone into developing that, and it's incredible that platforms such as LATOKEN are now innovating and bringing NFTs to their users. It's very exciting.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So that's about LATOKEN NFT Marketplace, which is now live and active with band royalty being the first client. We have many clients in the pipeline, and we're looking for more clients as well. So, talking about band royalty NFT. Could we know more about that NFT? What are the differences between other similar sort of NFTs that are out there in the market? And take us through what's the key features.
So some of the key features are, well, it's a very limited edition. There are only 3,000 of these, and we've created this incredible art collection. So we've actually got these artists involved, and we've made all this digital art around music. It's a music NFT. So people can purchase these, they can get them. It'd be great if we can share the screen actually and show bandroyalty.com while we're talking. I'm not sure if we can pull that up, but it'd be great to show everybody.
Sure.
And so, because when you see it, it actually starts to make even more sense, because these NFTs, here we go,
yeah.
bandroyalty.com. There we go. You should be able to, I think if you just type it into the address.
Yeah.
So, are you able to pull up the actual website of bandroyalty.com? Can you do that?
Okay. Is it
www.bandroyalty.com?
Royal. Sorry.
That's okay. One of the major key difference is that we actually have purchased music royalties. So as a collection, as a catalog, you see here we have it here. So it's just loading, and that's actually the NFT there. You can see we have a collection of them over there on the right hand side, and they're these amazing 3D modeled pieces of art. And you can see that in that example there, that's 1,999. And so each of them has a unique identifier, a QR code, all of that. And so this is basically these band NFTs are your backstage pass to being a music mogul. What's a music mogul? Well, that's somebody who's basically big time in the music industry. They're collecting on the royalties. They're making money actually from music being playing. And what have we done here? We've actually gone and collected this amazing catalog, which you can see here, of Justin Timberlake, of Beyonce, of Rihanna, of all these amazing musicians. We've gone and actually purchased a music catalog and then created these NFTs that access the royalties. That means that every time those specific songs, we have a listing of over 50 of these songs, every time one of them plays and you own one of these band NFTs and you stake it in the platform, you'll be earning with everybody else when those amazing songs, those platinum selling songs actually play. So this is the innovation, is that not only have we made amazing artwork, not only is there a very limited number of them, only 3,000 for this series 1, but we've also innovated and basically created this whole platform here, these staking pools. You can take your NFT and you can do something with it. That's the innovation. Very few NFTs have actually got the connection. See, staking your band NFT has you earn on our whole music catalog. We've been written up in Bloomberg and Yahoo Finance, all over the web. You can just type us in and you'll see many articles about us as we're basically blowing up and revolutionizing the music industry. Nobody's done anything like this. We've had, Sony calling us up and even, Timbaland and Justin Timberlake's management teams. And so we've also created what's called the Music Mogul Club. So you can join the Music Mogul Club and get access to exclusive concerts, first access to new NFTs, backstage events at music festivals, festival passes, discounts on concerts, and prize draws. All of that when you have one of these NFTs. So not only does it get you the access to earning on the royalties, but you're going to be actually getting all these amazing benefits to do with the music industry. As I was saying, that's our key differentiator, is that we're actually plugging the NFT directly into the operating system, the matrix level, the base level of how the music industry works. So if you scroll a bit further, you can see that we have a whole roadmap played out for this year. We have many things happening, so that's people can check us out there. So the thing is, most people don't even know how the music industry works, and so we're bringing this education here. Did you know that when you listen to the music on Spotify, on YouTube, on the radio, the musicians who made that, they get paid every time it's played? It's incredible. And so imagine all those top songs, every time they're played anywhere, money's being collected. And if you happen to have one of these NFTs and you stake it on the platform, literally every time one of those songs plays there on YouTube, every time one of them plays, a little bit of money's collected. It's going to go back to the people who are on our platform who have bought the band NFT and are using it, because we've got this growing music catalog. So we have a growing music catalog that we're always buying more music, and we have a finite number, a very low number of these NFTs. So that's how band royalty works. It's actually quite simple. We've got obviously a great website there that you can go through and learn all about it, and a growing community. We've got over 40,000 people over on the Telegram chatting about it every day, and we've only been out for the last month or so. It's fantastic. We're very, very excited that this is a very new project. Anybody hearing about this right now, you're hearing about it super early. And so I highly recommend that you check it out, because we're always looking in crypto. We're always looking for that new innovative product that has just come out. We wish we'd been there at the start. Well, guess what? This is literally the start of band royalty, and we have big things in the wings coming, and even what we have at market right now. And we're excited to be working with LATOKEN and being on their first launch of their platform, of the NFT Marketplace. It's very exciting.
There you go. So excited working with Band Royalty, with our first NFT partner for launching LATOKEN Marketplace. So great time today, Barnaby, on the show, talking to you all over again about Band Royalty and NFTs in general. So any last thoughts about NFTs, and specifically, particularly before we wrap up the show?
Yeah, I'd say just do your research and understand that this is while it looks like it's very new, it's been running for years, and people have been trying to build this technology for decades. So this is actually what you're seeing is the very early embryonic launch of a whole new field that is going to be with us for decades to come. So really, learn about NFTs, do your research, understand that this is not going away. It is here. And it's going to be changing the world in so many ways. Check out Band Royalty. Look at how we're able to take NFTs and literally change the whole dynamics of the music industry. And start thinking for yourself, going, wow, I wonder where else NFTs are going to change industry, because they are, and they will, in many areas, from real estate to apparel to all different areas. So, do your research, dive into NFTs. It's a fascinating, what I love is it's so creative. It's so beautiful, so much amazing art. And it's just great to be sharing this with everyone.
Absolutely. I was in Dubai attending the summit, and there were so beautifully staged arts, NFT arts in that event. I couldn't just stop staring at them. I was literally in that booth all the time. Very beautiful, as rightly said, and I'm really all excited about being a part of this industry. So before I wrap up the show, we made an announcement that LATOKEN has launched the NFT Marketplace and gone live with Band Royalties auction. So if you're looking forward, please ping me, message me, email me, and I'm happy to connect you to the team to take it forward. So thank you so much, Barnaby, and I see you later, and take care and have a great day. Bye.
You too. Thanks, everyone.